I have another little announcement for you guys. I decided to buy a challenge with My Final Futures, just like I got recommended in the comments of a few videos ago. Even though I just bought a combine for Top Step, I did the math, and it turns out that even if I buy this challenge from My Final Futures, I would still pay less money than if I would just stick to Top Step and pay the activation fee and so on. So let's say this combine cost me $50. If I were to pass it in 1 month, let's say, I would have to pay $194 to activate the account. But with My Final Futures, I only have to pay $80 for the account per month and no activation fees. So even if I took 2 months to pass the account instead of 1 month that I took the last time, I would still pay less than just sticking with the Top Step account. So I just decided to, cancel the account in Top Step, get an account with My Final Futures, and just see whether or not I can get funded in this 1 month with Top Step. Put that account on hold. I believe it's like 30 days until your funded account runs out. And if I were to get funded with My Final Futures in that time, and maybe, get a little bit of profit there as well, I would activate that account as well. If not, then so be it. For now, I'm just going to use it for practice until the My Final Futures account gets activated, because even though I bought it today morning for me, which would be like in the night for the American people, I still didn't get the account itself to trade with, so I still traded with the old Top Step account. I went a bit more risky today, traded with more contracts that I usually do, a lot more actually, but ended up being a winner, even though the trade was not a trade that I usually take. It didn't have as much confirmation as I normally take. It was more like an instinct type trade. And, well, it's kind of funny to me, honestly, that if I kind of rely more on my instincts, on my intuition, that a trade goes well, where when I would, think logically a little bit, then trades don't play out, which maybe is a sign that I should think a little less and listen more to my gut feeling. But I don't know. We'll see how these next few challenges go, these next few weeks and months go. Of course, tomorrow is Thanksgiving, no trading there. And the day after tomorrow, I believe, is holiday as well. So this week is pretty much done for. But yeah, took a nice W today. I'm going to show it to you guys, and we're going to start into the next week. Let's get going. All right, so this is the morning. This was my very first idea of the day. Didn't take it because this was a very fast entry. I didn't have enough time there. Even though it would have been a nice trade. Wouldn't have hit full take profit, but at least some partials, and then stopped out for break even. Overall, I was bullish more than bearish, but at the same time, I wouldn't have been confused if it was a bearish day, which it kind of ended up being. I mean, this is neither bearish nor bullish, but if anything, it is more bearish. And, well, it started off promising, but then as we got further into the morning session, it just went kind of crazy and decided to not move anymore at all. But I managed to pick a trade that was quite nice. I didn't actually draw it on here, but I took it from this first presented value gap here, right off of it. I believe one of these two candles here. And then took it down until here somewhere. Here, yeah. Until this low down here. As you can see, made about $700 there. Pretty nice trade. Would have used that on an account that I actually gave a shit on. But, it's nice practice, I guess. This is the news candle here, 10 o'clock. And after it printed, I was very sure that we're going to go lower here. Because the candle went like this. It went higher first, caught here, and then went down, and then retraced a little bit back higher. So I was like, okay, we're gonna probably, hang around a little bit, maybe tap into something, and then go lower. Because this reaction and this manipulation is just classic news, and off of this news, market is very likely to react into that same direction. And I've seen a lot of times how price respects is first presented a couple of times and then moves into the direction which it has been respecting. So I just decided to, you know what, let's just put on 15 contracts and take this lower, because as I said, I don't really care about this account. So I decided to just take a bit more risks here and see what happens. And it played out pretty well with 15 contracts. If I had let this trade run down here, I believe it would have made me around $1,800. That would have been pretty crazy. But I did the sensible thing and at least took partials every now and then. So it did drop down quite a lot from 1,800 to 680. To be fair, I did take a trade before that ended up being a loser, and I was about $500 down. So this trade probably gave me more like $1,100, which is pretty good still. I've never had a trade that gave me that much money, honestly. I've never had a trade above 1,000. But yeah, this was not a sizable trade. I mean, I never risk 15 micro contracts. That's way too much. But yeah, it ended up being a good gamble, I guess. And I made some money, I guess. But as I said, it doesn't really matter on this account. But yeah, that's sort of the trade for today. And then once I came back for the PM session, this is what I came back to. Was not looking too promising. And then I turned off the screen for a while, went away, saw this move lower, and then it occurred to me that it might go higher from here. So I just placed this sort of idea somewhere around here, maybe if this closed above, and then created an imbalance here. Would have been a nice entry, but it didn't happen. This would have possibly been also a nice entry. It didn't trace there. This idea might play out, but just without an entry. So yeah, that was my day. Pretty interesting day. Maybe I should just keep doing this, you know. If I risk a little bit more, maybe I can pass this challenge a bit faster, react more based on my intuition. Maybe that's just the play for all funded accounts, really, because it seems to be working pretty well. But I don't think I'm gonna risk it on the My Funded Futures account. I'm just gonna, you know, play it safe, like I normally do. And yeah, should be it for the video. If you are celebrating Thanksgiving, I wish you some nice holidays with your family and friends and loved ones. And I will see you guys next week then. Have a nice weekend, nice holidays, and get some rest from the charts. They can be quite tricky sometimes. But yeah, see you guys.